Schlocktober. It's about weirdo, obscure Halloween-type movies. We do it for a whole month. Enjoy it! So, has this thought ever occurred to you? You may have said to yourself, there are so many horror movies about one marquee killer who has a unique gimmick and or signature weapon for branding purposes, why don't they just do one where it's a whole team of murderers, each with their own signature-looking weapon? You know, like a slasher movie Super Friends. And you know, that's not a bad idea. In fact, it's such not a bad idea that someone indeed already made a movie out of it. And they called it Neon Maniacs. And yeah, that is pretty much the pitch. It's your basic Friday the 13th and or Halloween knockoff teenage slasher movie, but instead of just one specialized killer, it's a whole team of them boasting a remarkable amount of variety. You got an axe murderer, a knife guy, an evil surgeon, a biker, a samurai, a hangman, an ape-man, medieval crossbow guy, soldier, electricity guy, a Native American zombie with spear, dude with big knife hands we only see like twice, this Cyclops lizard dude. So yeah, quite a crew. Our story supposedly takes place in San Francisco, with the Neon Maniacs emerging every night from a bunker under what we're supposed to accept as the Golden Gate Bridge, their presence being for some reason foretold by a set of officially licensed tarot cards. From there, they proceed to a nearby park and slaughter a group of teenagers.
Think fast, pal. Guys want to play rough?
Inexplicably leaving only one girl named Natalie alive. That word inexplicable, by the way, is going to come up a lot, just so you know. To wit, the Neon Maniacs, who are in fact not neon and actually go about their business in a fairly well-organized, level-headed, non-maniacal fashion, inexplicably vanish from the scene. The police question, but they inexplicably don't hold or follow up with Natalie, despite finding her as the sole survivor of a fucking massacre.
There'll be hell to pay if a dozen kids turn up missing overnight.
We sure can't tell anyone her story.
What do you think, Lieutenant Devon?
Let's see what the sunrise brings.
The same police find fucking ectoplasm at the crime scene and just leave it there inexplicably for people to pick up later. Natalie's parents are on vacation and are inexplicably not contacted or summoned home about this by anybody.
Hi, darling. Hal and I are having a wonderful time. We left Paris last night, and you can now reach us at the Rome Carlton.
And Natalie herself inexplicably just tries to go back to school like nothing happened, even though everyone already knows about it and has questions.
I'm Donna, Raymond's sister. What the hell was that bullshit you had the police? And where's my brother?
I'm sorry, Donna, but your brother is dead.
Liar! You're a liar! Go, goddammit! Let's go!
Yeah, Steven.
And she's plagued by nightmares where it rains blood. And the Neon Maniacs keep showing up at her house. Most of this inexplicability can probably be chalked up to budget. It's very clear that the production could only afford whatever absolutely needed to appear on screen when it comes to anything other than the monster makeup and the gore effects. So continuity, narrative cohesion, fuck that shit, man. That's for rich folks. Doesn't quite explain this, though.
This your bike, kid?
It has the overall air of the kind of semi-independent horror fanboy self-indulgent show-off equality that exploded all over the genre post-Evil Dead, most prominently through the ambitious slasher-killer all-star squad premise, but also via reliable tells in the form of blaring references to stuff like old movie posters, comic book superheroes, Star Wars, Alien, and the ultimate fan-turned-filmmaker giveaway of having the character who figures out what's going on and how to defeat the Neon Maniacs be, yes, a younger misfit kid who's obsessed with sci-fi memorabilia, monster makeup, shooting their own amateur horror movies, and hold on, rewind that.
Paula, it's way past bedtime. Okay, Miles, just testing the makeup for tomorrow's shoot.
Holy shit, yeah, it's a chick, believe it or not. In this one, the fanboy wish fulfillment self-insert character is a girl. That's pretty cool, right? Anyway, her name is Paula, and not only does she believe Natalie for really no reason, but whatever, she finds the Neon Maniacs' base of operations and discovers what their secret weakness is. It's water. Just water. And if you're thinking that makes them seem significantly less threatening somehow, yes it does. Incidentally, yes, we really are expected to somehow accept that Paula is a kid when she is clearly the same age as the allegedly teenage main characters. Anyway, the group decides through no discernible logic that even though they know where the Neon Maniacs live, that there's a giant body of water right next to it, and alternately that they're coming after Natalie, whose house is equipped with a literal swimming pool's worth of their kryptonite, they should load up on squirt guns and take the monsters on when they attack the big school costume dance because... just because.
We've had enough!
Hey, I need your attention. Wait a minute.
Eventually, the Neon Maniacs are defeated and driven back from whence they came, seeming to vanish before the police can collect any evidence that they even existed. A final coda, however, reveals their true place of origin. Another dimension in the back of a random truck. Yeah, this is a weird one. So how'd this happen? Well, there's not actually a lot of information about that, though the production was reported on in depth by Fangoria at the time. What's out there boils down to the whole thing being a complete clusterfuck. Multiple producers fought over the original script by Mark Patrick Carducci, but the guys who won the funding had to restart the production more than once. Early on, all of the actors playing the monsters quit, meaning that the Maniacs' costumes and makeup appliances no longer fit their performers properly. Not an ideal situation. There are moments when the lack of recognizable logic or human behavior actually threatened to elevate everything to an almost abstract dreamlike level, but ultimately it just sort of plays out as a mess, though one with a lot of ambition. Unfortunately, the only person who could provide a full accounting of what Neon Maniacs was meant to be was writer Mark Patrick Carducci, who tragically took his own life in 1997. Leilani Sorrell, who played Natalie, has continued to work steadily, mostly on television and in supporting roles, though she's likely still best remembered as Sharon Stone's lover Roxy from Basic Instinct.
You haven't done it yet, have you? So was that a crime or something? No. How can you stand it?
Donna Locke, who played Paula, is one of the great mystery personas in cult horror. Neon Maniacs was her only screen credit as an actress, and there's no record of what happened to her afterwards or where she came from in the first place.
Sounds scary. Who's the girl?
Oddly, the most successful veteran of the film is probably Andrew Divoff. He played the surgeon maniac in one of his earliest roles, and later became a horror star in his own right as the title character in the first two Wishmaster movies.
Spare me, child. Behold my true face.
Oh my god.
Yes. The shit just hit the fan, didn't it?
Should you see Neon Maniacs? It's definitely unusual, though it's kind of the sort of movie that is better as a tape playing on the background in the party than as something you sit down and actually watch. But sometimes we find the really unusual ones here on Schlocktober. I hope you enjoyed this first episode for this year. Next week, well, that's going to be a surprise.